Not even 2 weeks have passed since Tamil cinema fans have been complaining about the lack of promotions for Mani Ratnam's biggest, most ambitious dream project, Ponniyin Selvan 1 or PS-1, which actually hits the big screen in less than 2 days. But just a few days ago, something happened that made up for all that wait.
We need to be proud of this. It's nothing to do with North India, South India, West India, East India. It is.
Hello and welcome back to the channel everyone. I hope you're doing fine. Starting from 20th September, the cast and crew of PS-1 including Mani Ratnam, A.R. Rahman, Vikram, Karthi, Jayam Ravi, Trisha and Aishwarya Rai. The team kicked off a countrywide tour across different cities across India, and we've been seeing these constant updates and flight selfies, which is great. But when they landed in Mumbai on 24th September, during the press meet there, Vikram, while he was answering a question that some journalists had asked, he gave this 2.5 minute speech that is going viral on Twitter right now. And that little monologue is a masterclass on how to promote a film, how to get people excited about the world that you've created. It just hits on so many different levels. Vikram first starts talking about,
We all talk about the pyramids and how could they have possibly built it? How did they do it so many years ago?
I was like, where is he going with this? Why is he talking about the pyramids at a press meet about Ponniyin Selvan in Mumbai?
But do you know that in India, we have so many temples. The one with the highest Gopuram is there in Tanjavur.
And from that point on, the man goes on to give so many interesting points that are not necessarily related to the film, but they capture the spirit of the story and the world of Ponniyin Selvan. He talks about how Jayam Ravi's character, Arunmozhi Varman, who later comes to be known as King Rajaraja Cholan, one of the most powerful, most influential kings of South India, and how he did some of the most amazing things with respect to art, architecture and administration so long ago in the 9th century, long before most countries like America were even discovered. This king reorganized and made the government more efficient, rebuilt and strengthened the army and the navy, started naval campaigns and sent fleets of ships to different parts of Asia, including China, to promote trade, helped recover ancient literature and scriptures that would have otherwise been lost forever. He built dams and free hospitals and temples, and one of his biggest achievements, his crowning glory, is the construction of the Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjavur. It's also called the Periyakovil, and if you listen to how it was built back in the 9th century, you won't be able to believe it.
The top stone alone, it's a single stone that weighs 80 tons. You know that for this particular stone, they had to use a ramp which was 6 kilometers long, which was pulled by bulls, elephants and people, without any machinery, without any cranes, without anything. It's withstood 6 earthquakes.
Now, why is this so important? Of course, while he's giving the speech, he's wearing an official Ponniyin Selvan t-shirt made by Fully Filmy, link in description. But apart from that, on a serious note, this speech, this monologue, it's important for two main reasons. Firstly, for the audience like me. I'm someone who loves cinema, loves movies, but also loves art, history, architecture, all of which contribute to cinema in some way or the other. But most of the history I know, most of the monuments that I visited or want to visit are either in Europe or Southeast Asia. But when it comes to our own history, our own architecture, my knowledge is so limited, and I'm embarrassed to say how little I know. How much of what Vikram is saying is fact, how much is speculation, how many other angles are attached, I'm really not sure, because that's up to the historians to decide. But still, on a very general, very simple level, there are so many people from my generation, from the next generation, who have absolutely no idea about the history that surrounds us. And it takes a movie star to get on a national stage to talk about this for us to understand how little we know, and it takes movies like Ponniyin Selvan to get us even more interested and probably try and discover history by visiting these places. Write this down. The tourism related to the locations of the Chola Empire after the film releases is going to see a huge spike. Secondly, apart from the audience, this is a lesson for every other actor as well. We live in an age where we are constantly bombarded with content and advertising and marketing messages and just basically information overload. And in such an age, to capture our attention, to tell us that there is a movie like this coming out and that we need to watch it, it's become compulsory for film production houses to get their cast and their crew to go on these nationwide promotional tours. And even in such an age, there are certain actors, certain big stars who are reluctant to do this for whatever reason. They don't want to do it. But at the same time, we've also seen some really good promotional campaigns. For example, RRR, where they organized this massive tour with NTR, Ram Charan and Rajamouli going across every single city possible, even multiple cities in a single day. We even saw Kamal Haasan promoting Vikram tirelessly through press meets and interviews and even shows like Kapil Sharma. And finally, most recently, the Brahmastra crew promoted their film so much that at one point I just wanted to say, okay, stop, please, for God's sake, stop, I'll watch your film. But this 2.5-minute speech by Vikram is slightly a cut above the rest, purely because, apart from talking about the film, that most people do, the passion with which he talks about the world of Ponniyin Selvan, about the spirit that the film and the novel represents, no matter how much of it is fact or fiction, it's definitely impactful. Much more impactful than a regular interview about the making or the experience of working on the film. Plus, the audience that he's talking to on this particular stage is predominantly a North Indian audience who mostly would have had no clue about this world, about this story, about this history that the film is going to talk about.
We need to be proud of this. It's nothing to do with North India, South India, West India, East. It is, we are Indians. We need to feel proud about that.
Hopefully there's going to be some more awareness spread, there's some more curiosity that's going to be invoked in these people, and the film is going to cater to a much more larger audience. The link of the speech is in the description. Go check it out for yourself. Come back to the comments and tell me whether you found it impactful or not, whether it's factually incorrect or whatever your thoughts are. Let me know your thoughts along with your expectation of PS-1 in the comments. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.